Hey, how's it going YouTube? 42 Gaming here, and welcome back to some more Mass Effect Andromeda. So last time out, we did the rounds, spoke to staff members here at the Nexus, also took on our first side quest involving a murder, but the quest objective leads us to Tan, and we've got to talk to him anyway to progress forward. So I don't believe there's anything more to get in Nexus for now. Doesn't seem to be any quest givers around everywhere. So we're going to move on, speak to Tan, and see what the next step is. So through here, I believe.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Yeah, let's rattle him up a little.
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the Golden Worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Oh man, he's a charming fellow, isn't he?
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, level up and mystery with Sam. Okay, let's continue to speak to Tan.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Well, I guess Ryder was the initiative in some ways, but let's find out what happened to these arcs.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Ah, yes, the Nilkin murder charge.
I'm looking into the Nilkin Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to Eos and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
Yep.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
He's being cooperative, I guess. Okay, let's ask about his role.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here, or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
Why?
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Wow, 7 leaders dead. Oh yeah.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry.
I guess Solarians would make good accountants. Fast metabolism, speed of thought.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
That's funny. Put a Krogan in charge of physical stuff. Okay.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
You've always had low opinions on Krogans.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Yeah, let's ask about her death.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Damn.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Sloane Kelly.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There's got to be more to this. There always is.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Look, to be fair, the Krogan have been sort of given a raw deal, you know, in the past. Talk about planet viability.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the Cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Cool. So the viability sounds like the sort of completion percentage you'd associate with, you know, doing content. Anyway, let's ask about the last thing, missing arcs.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Nice. Glad the Drell and Hannah are making a trip. Anyway, that's enough for now.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Cool. So we just got a whole bunch of quests popping up. Okay, this bit's all blocked. Let's have a look at the journal real quick. Oh wow, additions everywhere. So allies and relationships. Okay, loyalty missions. Cool. Okay, so that's the missing arcs. Nice. Helios assignments. Okay, so all Nexus related. Oh, okay, this is the first. Okay, so this is all Nexus related missions, additional tasks. Okay, scanning. Missing science vessel. Okay, cool. And again, completed missions. Alright, so steadily making progress. Head back to the map. Okay, I don't believe we have anything new popped up in terms of quests. Nope. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's go and speak to Sam on the Hyperion. And then we can make... Oh damn! The hell just happened there? Oh man. Hello Raj, I have to chat to you now.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Didn't you report it?
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Yep, I'm trying to do everything.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Wow, more stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and speak to Sam first. I'll come and deal with those malfunctioning terminals a little bit later, I think. So, are we heading back to the tram? Hey Cora.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Yeah, nothing I couldn't handle.
I expected something like that. I can handle the pressure.
Good to hear. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your brother's doing.
Oh yeah. I have to go check on Scott as well then. Cool. Okay. Alright, Sam. What do you got for me? This way? Let's have a look at the map real quick. I don't believe... No. Just checking for quests that may have popped up. Don't want to miss anything. Okay. Where are we? The atrium? Which way are we headed? Hey, hello. Right, I'm going to talk to some of these guys a little bit later. So if I stop and talk to everyone, could be here for quite some time. Right, Sam, what do you got for me?
Hello, Sarah. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential?
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding things from me.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
What was he keeping secret?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's... me, now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI, so what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Wow, so Alec Ryder, that's some next level tech, I guess. Yeah, I'm still the boss though.
But the human's still in charge, right?
Of course, I was never intended to supplant the Pathfinder, only to support and enhance your abilities.
Good to hear. So what's the plan?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Okay, profiles, cool. Okay, profiles allow Sam to reconfigure Ryder's implant for superior battlefield performance. Okay, so what do you got here? Soldier. Okay, invest in combat tech or biotics to unlock more profiles. I'll get that. Oh, let's go back into the profile. Soldier, pure combat specialists. Okay, so they rank up. Oh, that's nice. Weapon damage bonus, weapon accuracy, damage resistance, weapon clip size. Marksman's focus. Grant an escalating damage bonus for every target killed in a short time. Nice. Okay, so that should do change the way you play. Okay. Oh wow, small drone that assists you in battle for the engineer. That's cool. And we got some tech bonuses there. Improved tech recharge rate from the drone. Nice. Adept, this seems like, yep, biotic focused. So biotic force, area damage, combos. Right. Biotic echoes. Biotic combos can set off additional explosions on each enemy they touch. Wow. Biotic jump and evades. That sounds well good. Instead of a jump jet, use biotics to jump and evade. Nice. Sentinels, a mix of tech and biotic. Oh cool, tech armor. Absorbs a significant amount of whatever damage gets past shields. Nice. Vanguard. Okay, we've got melee oriented stuff. Siphoning strike. Melee attacks restore shields. Cool. And we've got biotic jumps and evades. Infiltrator. It's sneaky time, I think, with the infiltrator. Yep. Oh wow. Observe enemies through walls when using a scope. Cloak evades. While evading, a brief cloaking device is activated. Awesome. Explorer. Jack of all trades. So do we get... okay, this looks pretty nice actually. We get weapon damage bonus, damage resistance, tech recharge speed, biotic power damage, power restoration and defense. What is that? I'll find that out afterwards actually. Biotic blink. Evades allow you to quickly traverse a short distance, even seemingly passing through solid matter. That sounds amazing. Cool. Alright, let's take a look at the journal, because I think a few more things popped up there. Okay, Ryder family secrets. Yeah, definitely it seems like... Okay, that's the sabotage when you spoke to Raj. Yeah, definitely seems like Alec Ryder... Yeah, there's more to him. 100% more to him. In fact, I think we're going to go and check out his... we'll go check out his quarters. But yeah, as I was saying, this seems like it's a hell of a lot more to Alec Ryder than initially thought. I mean, I thought, okay, look, it's unfortunate what happens. He saves you, he's gone, but slowly now we're finding out a lot more about him. All this secret memory blocks. You know, I wonder what he actually saved for us. You know, and was there an ulterior motive to come into Andromeda? I mean, is there something else behind Sam? We know he's a advanced state-of-the-art AI that literally fuses with you and improves your performance. But what else? Very interesting. I'm getting that similar sort of Reaper intrigue and mystery from the first Mass Effect in terms of the storyline so far. Cool. Okay guys, so I'm going to take a break there. When we come back, I think I'm going to explore around a little more before heading off to our ship particularly Ryder's quarters. I want to check that out actually, see what else we can find there. So guys, thanks for coming on by, and I'll see you in the next one.